Hi everyone, welcome to Monday Morning Motivation at Teach to Endure. My name is Ayo Owairo and I'm a trainer at Teach to Endure. I want to talk to you this morning about what I've titled Breaking Limits. What would you say if I told you that you're the most strongest, the most powerful limitation that would ever be imposed on you? That you would be your own worst enemy sometimes. You will be your own greatest judge and you will be your own greatest lead. What would you say? When life happens to us and we don't realize that we're not happening back to life, unconsciously and without deliberate action, we begin to have a mindset of probabilities rather than possibilities. When life happens, sometimes it brings disappointments and rejections and losses. And the way we survive it or we wade through it sometimes is at the back of our minds, we accept the loss and the rejection as a signpost that we're not good enough, that we were rejected because we were not good enough or because we lost that thing of value because we did something wrong. Sometimes life happens through failure. It starts from when I was little as 6 years old or 7, when you fail your first math test. And then you get to secondary school and you find that you're not as good as everyone else. And you struggle through university, failing at one thing or the other. Unconsciously, your mind is resetting itself for maybe, not yes, I can. And then when we get that first job or we get that first assignment, we don't do so well. And before you know it, the opportunities you try to seize, the opportunities you go for, are reduced every time. Because in your mind, you failed. In your mind, you've been rejected. In your mind, you've been disappointed. But can I say to you that that is all part of life and that life is actually set up to defeat us? That we have so many things that are put in place to work against us. But the power that we have is the essence of who we are. And you and I were created to dominate, to produce, to replenish. And if you will stay in touch with your real identity, when these life issues happen, when circumstances of failure comes to you, you will know that you are not a failure. Your identity is not of that of a failure, but rather that was an occurrence, that was an event. And all you have to do is go back to the drawing board and re-strategize for that same task, that same circumstance, that same issue. You come back with a different strategy to win. You cannot solve a problem you cannot solve a problem with the same mindset with which it was created. You have to go back and do it all over again and then come back springing forth. Failure has always been a springboard for success. So what am I saying to you this morning? Whatever it is that life has thrown at you, throw something back at life. And what is that? The essence and the power of you. Total and 100% belief in who you are. What is possible for you. What you can do. Remember, if you say you can, you can. And if you say you can't, you can't. As a man does think, so easy. The power lies in your hands. You are created to make results. You are created to make things happen. You are created to dominate. You are created to replenish. You are created to subdue. Don't be your own worst enemy. Forgive yourself of all the times you failed. Learn a lesson from your failures. Use it as a springboard for your next level. And when people around you are negative, look for new people. You're the best thing that could ever happen to you. Stay the course, stay believing, and have a fantastic week. My name is Ayo Owairo from Teach to Endure.